Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Intermission with Hanson and Simone. Y'all, it's been a while. We took a little hiatus break as per usual for any hot girl summer. But I am Simone. Welcome back.
What's up, everybody? You already know what it is. It's your boy Hanson, back again. So much has happened, but we're here. And let's get it started.
Let's get it started, guys. So we have been tackling High School Musical, the series. And probably next episode, we'll just have a rundown of what our overall thoughts were for the whole season. But for today, tonight, this morning, whatever time zone you guys are in while listening to this, we will be talking about the last two episodes of this season, which really focused on the whole entire production of Beauty and the Beast. So, without further ado, let's get started. I honestly wanted to know about North High's production a bit more, or like see more clips or something.
Because the way how they made it sounded amazing. Like the fact that Carlos and his was not his usual self really scared me, because I was just like, how fantastic was their production, and hearing bits and pieces from the cast. It was how Lumiere was just on fire, legitly on fire. So I'm just like, how was that possible?
Exactly. Right? But anything is possible within theater. Trust me. I know.
And it's a Disney movie, so anything is possible. I mean, it's a Disney show, and anything is possible on a Disney show.
Anything is possible. But what really got me was Lily. Is her name Lily? I feel like we never know who this character's name truly is.
I think her name's
But for the sake of today, right, so we're just going to call her Lily. Now, I know from Jump that Lily coming backstage before the show started was weird. It was weird.
Very weird.
And we all know that she wanted something. Her and Ricky will never be together, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But her interest in Ricky is weird. It's very weird. And Ricky doesn't need that. She's like Sharpay. She's like she's like a downgraded, the character itself. The character herself is a downgraded version of Sharpay.
So wait,
to be quite honest,
that's so hilarious, because hella sidetrack, because off of the third movie of High School Musical, you had that the girl come in to be the younger version of Sharpay, and she was terrible. So would you take her or Lily to replace Sharpay? Would you take the girl from High School Musical 3 senior year, or Lily from High School Musical the series?
I wish we had more context from the British girl from High School Musical 3, but I'm leaning towards the girl from High School Musical 3. I don't know why, but that's what I'm leaning towards more.
Okay. I mean, but yes, back to Lily and going backstage. I thought it was so funny because Big Red looked at her just like, what are you doing?
It's like, who the hell are you? Why are you here?
Who gave you permission to come to the back?
Right.
Do we not have security? We're a stage crew.
Exactly. We don't. First of all, stage crew is probably running around trying to get everything together, and there's insecurity because we're high school.
But still.
Yeah.
There should be no reason on how she got to the back.
No. And also, everyone was stressing as well. I mean, when you have somebody big like the Minkies, a judge from the Minkies coming and judge you, pressure is definitely high. But at the same time, have fun. At the end of the day, yes, we're there to have a job, and yes, we're going to be judged. But if you're not having fun and you're not doing this because you love to do it, it's not going to be they'll know, and your performance isn't going to be good.
Very true. And I feel like Ms. Jen just really wasn't helping them. because they were already pressured because of going to North High like last week. And then their opening night, Miss Jen was just like on pins and needles, just like so worried about like the judge from the Yankees that she just had no encouraging words to give to them. And I'm just like, yo, Miss Jen, you need to get it together so we could get it together.
Oh, wait, that reminds me. Okay, so my time in theater at my university undergrad was a very toxic environment. And anybody who I went to college with who was in theater, you know that environment was toxic. When we did a chorus line, the director, he wanted us to really pop and make him emotional for what I did for love. And apparently, like to him, we just weren't hitting it right. And that was on the first night. So the second night before opening, he literally said to us, well, we were practicing and I thought you guys were, gonna hit it and make me cry and emotional, but you didn't. And that was his pep talk.
What the fuck?
And that was it. And we were like, toxic environment.
It's just like ... like my G, what? You watched us practice. You were there for all of like the run-throughs. Why can't you say I don't know.
Because we never did it right for him. He said that he wanted to bring his mom for a dress rehearsal, but he felt too embarrassed.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Talk about toxic.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So you're having like PTSD when Miss Jen was talking.
Yeah. When Miss Jen yelled when they couldn't find the mask, all I just had was PTSD from New Hate, bro. It was wild.
Because it sounded ridiculous. I was like, Miss Jen, I'm like, I'm gonna need you to scale it back a little bit because this is still opening night and we just really like at the end, like it's like you said, at the end of the day, you just want to have fun with your production because you spent how many weeks like preparing for it for the first night. So I understand you want to like go off at like on a high note, but you also still want to have fun like for the students. Like at the end of the day, it's them.
Yeah, but I mean, I understand where Miss Jem is coming from because the harness was gone. Can we talk about that really quickly? I knew y'all know that I've never liked Howie from the beginning.
Leave my boy Howie alone.
Now I know that Howie was somehow involved with stealing the harness. Because he can't lie. He cannot lie. And he was lying. He was so damn awkward during intermission, right? Right before the second to last episode ended. Bro, like how
breathe. Breathe, Simone. Breathe.
Ooh.
So yeah, Howie, because Courtney came out again, it's the year of Courtney. We're here to support Courtney in everything and anything that she does. And she wanted some like words of affirmation from Howie on how she was doing. And Howie was just stuttering. Like every word that came out of his mouth was just straight stutter. And I'm just like, Howie, what is you doing? Like, is something going on? Do we need
They're trying to steal? They were stealing the damn harness.
I mean,
I knew it.
I was just like, oh my God. Again, I support anything Courtney does. If Howie was a part of that, like if he was, and signs are showing that he was a part of it, we gotta drop Howie. Like, I don't like the way on how the directors, the producers, the writers kind of wrote this storyline for Courtney and Howie. Simone, you mentioned this since you first saw Howie, that you weren't going to like the direction that they were going to partake with those two.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like they could have done it so much better. It didn't need to go down this way, especially if Howie was a part of Lily and the French dude stealing the harness.
And we all knew that he was. So Tell me something different. Tell me that I'm wrong without telling me that I'm wrong. I'll wait.
I mean, I was rooting for them. I was rooting for them because it's like you rarely see good black couples on Disney shows. Like
cool.
No, I mean I could only remember Raven's parents on That's So Raven as like prominent black people, Mr. and Mrs. Proud and like stuff like that. Over the years, we haven't had that. Again, when we got Raven's home, she did at once marry her high school sweetheart.
Devon was fine.
They had 2 kids, and then
fine.
And when the show started, they were not together, and the kids were like middle high school. So I'm just like, I wanted a really good, strong, like black couple in the show.
Right, but at the same time, we really don't get to see divorced parents on Disney. So I've never watched Raven's Home, but I thought that it was very nice to have divorced parents as like in the main household.
But again, I mean, I was rooting for them. But season 3, we'll see what happens.
We shall see what happens. Hopefully they're not together. But we are going to take a quick break, and afterwards we're going to talk about guest appearance Jordan Fisher, my husband, in the second act and how it went down. So stay tuned.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are getting your snacks, your drinks, using the bathroom. Before we left, we mentioned that there was a guest appearance, and Simone has been in love with this dude since Lord knows when, because I don't really know. But my man, Jordan Fisher, made an appearance as Gina's brother. And I don't think Jordan Fisher could do any wrong. I mean, he did set some tension, but again, he's Jordan Fisher. Like, Gina's brother, he's a giant music producer, or working his way up to be a music producer. So he made his appearance.
I think that Jordan Fisher, he just played himself, which I'm totally fine with, because he's in the music industry as well in real life, and also in High School Musical, the musical series. But I liked the dynamic between him and Gina, especially because Gina sort of set that up for us a few episodes back when she was talking about her older brother and how he's really not in the picture.
It's at the airport.
Yeah. And so like he literally just came and then dipped out again, which wasn't all that fun, but I mean, I guess it is what it is.
I just thought it was funny because like he's so protective of Gina, and the way on how he came at EJ was like, oh, you're just like a brother to her, like in my replacement. I was like, damn. But I honestly think he thought EJ was Ricky.
I don't think so. I still don't think so.
I think so. I mean, because when you got into the next episode and Gina was like, yo, you got some bad intel. Like, I honestly think I think they talk about like, I think Ricky's name may have come up and like how Ricky was like helping her get through some stuff. So
I'm pretty sure though that if Gina were to have described Ricky physically, his appearance, then the brother Jordan should have easily known that was not Ricky. I mean, like they are two different types of boys. Right.
Again, it's hilarious.
Two different types of boys messed up. But in all honesty, I think that their performance, we really didn't see much. I mean, we only saw
one song.
We saw like 2. We saw 2, 3 here or there, right? Their guest, I think, was good for them in a way. Yeah, I just wish that we saw more of the production, like how we did with High School Musical. When they did High School Musical, we should have seen more.
We should,
but I think they did good. The after party, there's some